any injuries or health conditions, please follow the direction of your medical practitioner or just listen to your body and make any modifications that you might need to. I do refer to neutral spine and pelvis throughout the class. Neutral spine and pelvis is just your body's natural spinal and pelvis alignment. And I do use breathing patterns throughout the class as well. So generally I inhale on movements requiring a little less effort, and I breathe out on movements requiring a bit more effort. If you're finding the breathing complicated, just breathe naturally, that's fine too. Let's get started. So we're going to start off today with our feet on the mat, hip width apart, and we're going to bring our sit bones a little bit closer into our heels and gently roll down into a nice, relaxed position. You might like to just move your body around a little bit here. I'm going to check that you've got your hip bones parallel with the ceiling. And you might like to just notice by placing your fingers underneath your back, just notice whether you've got a gap there, whether you've got any curvature or not. This will be your neutral spine position for you, and it's different for everybody. Let's start off by placing the fingers of our hands next to our rib cage and take a nice slow breath in through the nose, expanding the rib cage sideways, and breathing out nice and slowly, feeling the rib cage drawing in. And breathing in and breathing out a couple of times. We want to focus on getting movement in our rib cage sideways. Pilates breathing is a little bit different to your yoga breathing. And relax. Next, we're going to place the two fingers next to our thumb on our lower belly, just inside the hip bones. Press down firmly. Continue to breathe in through the nose, expanding your rib cage sideways. And breathing out, feeling a little bit of gentle muscle activation there in your lower belly. Breathing in and breathing out, feeling that connection with your deep abdominal muscles. One more. And out. Lovely. Place your arms down the side of your body. Nice and relaxed. You can have palms down or palms inwards. Doesn't really matter, just what feels most natural for you. We're going to continue breathing in through the nose. This time, as you breathe out, you're going to tilt your pelvis and flatten your back towards your head. And inhale to return to your neutral starting position. So we're not lifting the sit bones up off the mat, we're just simply tilting and lengthening and returning. So exhale to flatten, abdominals lengthening down the front of your tummy, and inhale to return, keeping the rib cage closed at the front of your body. Let's do a few more together. Exhale, flatten, and inhale, return. One more, and return. So that's great. We've come in and out of neutral spine and pelvis a couple of times. We've got our abdominal connection. And we've warmed up our lower back a little bit more. We're going to go into some pelvic roll-ups now. So inhale, prepare. As you exhale, you flatten and tilt. You're going to lift your sit bones up off the mat and roll up one vertebrae at a time into a nice long bridge. Slowly roll down with control, one vertebrae at a time, flattening your lower back into the mat and returning to neutral. Let's do that a few more times. Exhale, flatten and tilt, abdominals on. Rolling up, we've got our hips, ankles and knees just staying in a nice straight alignment. When you're in your bridge position, you want to aim for length. So you want to actually tuck your tailbone under a little bit more to get a bit more length down the front of the hip here. Take your time rolling down, keep your shoulder blades nice and relaxed and flat on your mat. Let's do a few more together. And return. See if you can make your out breath last the full duration of your roll up. Exhaling, flatten, tilt, roll up, hips level, and slowly coming back down. You can keep your arms down on the mat, or if you like, you can start to float the arms up. I'm going to start offering you modifications. Feel free to select or ignore. Arms are shoulder width apart, palms facing inwards. We exhale, flatten and tilt, and we slowly take our arms out to the side, palms up to ceiling, and slowly return. Arms coming back to shoulder width apart. So exhale, flatten, tilt, roll up, put the rib cage closed, and return. One more. And return. Arms return down onto the mat. We're going to do a few more with another little arm variation. This time exhale, roll up and allow your arms to float all the way above your head onto the mat. Keep your tailbone tucked under as you slowly roll down with control, getting a little bit more opening in your rib cage. Arms return down to starting position to complete. Let's do a few more again. Exhaling to flatten and roll up and slowly down. You should be getting some really nice juicy movement between your discs and vertebrae. You're welcome to continue to do a few more basic roll-ups with both feet on the mat. Otherwise, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, I'm going to add on an option where we work the left and the right hand side of the body one at a time. This time, as you exhale to roll up, you're going to reach your bridge position. Squeeze your butt cheeks, activate those gorgeous glute muscles. You're going to breathe out to float one leg up to 90-90 and return it down, and then the other leg to 90-90 and return, slowly rolling down with control. And we're going to repeat on the other side. 90-90 if you're new to Pilates means 90 degrees at the hip joint, 90 degrees at the knee joint. Let's do the other side. Exhaling to roll up, activate those glutes, squeeze those butt cheeks, breathing out, other leg goes up to 90-90, hips are level, one at a time. And we're going to slowly roll down with control and relax. We're going to do a nice hip roll release here. Left heel goes to right thigh. Arms are relaxed, shoulder blades are going to press into the mat. We're going to breathe in as we fold out to our left knee, keeping our right sit bone and shoulder down. Exhale, use your abdominal muscles to come back. Switch sides. Feel a little bit of gentle activation here, particularly on the return. It's very subtle. One more each side, and then we're actually going to switch over and do the same thing again on the other side. So right heel goes to knee. We start off going to the right knee this time. We fold out. And we exhale, feel those abdominals coming back in. So you're controlling your legs here, getting a nice lower back release, and very consciously not letting gravity do the work for you. Relax. Bring your feet back onto your mat. At any time you feel like you need to readjust your body's position, please feel free to. But roughly feet hip width apart, parallel, either below the knees or a little further away, neutral spine and pelvis. We're going to do some curl-ups next, so let's place our hands behind our head, fingers clasped together and elbows out to the side. We're going to breathe in to prepare. As we breathe out, we're curling up chin into chest, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, looking between the middle of our legs, and we're going to slowly roll down with control, not just come back down to the thumb. Exhale, rolling up to about a third of the way down our back and returning. Make sure you're really supporting the weight of your head with your hands here. You want to feel a little bit of gentle abdominal activation as you're coming up, abdominals lengthening, drawing in slightly. One more. Okay, we're going to switch it over into our oblique muscles. We want to feel this next variation a little bit more down the side of our tummy. All I'm going to do is change where we're looking. Rather than looking between the middle of our legs, we're going to look at alternating kneecaps. So we start off on our left, we breathe in to prepare. As we breathe out, we're going to look towards our left kneecap. And slowly coming back, and then we're going to switch over to our right kneecap. This variation, you might like to think a little bit more about keeping those elbows back, but just keep sure you're supporting your head. We want to also keep even pressure down on our sit bones. One more each side. And relax. So hopefully you felt that a little bit differently. Don't worry if you didn't though, that's okay. Come back down, relax the arms down the side of your body. We're going to take the feet a little bit further away from our body, aiming for roughly a 90-degree angle underneath our knee joint. We're still in neutral spine and pelvis though, and we're going to do some single leg floats. Simply float one leg up to 90-90 and slowly with control lower it down. Do the same with the other leg. You might even like to place your hands on your hips to make sure that you're keeping your pelvis nice and stable. So we're hinging the legs in the hip joint. Imagine you've got a door hinge. And we're trying as much as possible just to keep our knee joint nice and still. So hopefully there's not too much movement happening at my knee joint there. Okay, let's challenge ourselves a little bit more. You're welcome to stick with that version. If you want a little bit more challenge, we float one leg up to 90-90 and we exhale to float the other leg up to 90-90. We lower the first leg down and then the second. Our goal is to keep our pelvis nice and stable, not tilting forwards or backwards at all. Let's do a couple more together. Inhale up, exhale up, inhale down, and exhale down. Switch sides. Inhale up, exhale up, inhale down, and exhale down. We're keeping our feet hip width apart, hips, knees, and ankles in a nice straight alignment. On our next one, let's bring both our legs up to 90-90. Bring our arms up, shoulder width apart, palms facing inwards, shoulder blades are nice and flat on your mat. You're going to exhale to lower one leg down and float it back up, and then alternate, the other leg goes down. So as you can see, if I'm keeping my knee joint at 90 degrees, I'm gently tapping with my heel. You want to keep steady, consistent pressure on your shoulder blades here, nice and wide on your mat, and keep stability in your pelvis. You're using your abdominal muscles to control and stabilise. Return legs to 90-90. We're going to move into some arm and leg extensions. We're going to do opposite arm and leg here. So breathing in to prepare. As you breathe out, left arm and right leg extend away from each other, nice and long, and return slowly. Breathing out, right arm and left leg. I'm aiming for 45 degrees here with my leg above the mat. You want to be able to see your toes on your extended leg. One arm and leg are moving at a time and returning at the same time together. This exercise is also about coordination. Okay, let's slowly float one leg down at a time and return and relax. We're going to get the heart rate up a little bit more, blood pumping around, moving a little bit quickly next. We're going to move into our single leg stretch. So I'm going to bring my right knee into my chest. Left hand goes on the shin, right hand to the outside of the ankle. Now, with these next exercises, if you've got neck issues, feel free to keep your head down on the mat. That's fine, up to you. Otherwise, I'm going to curl up chin into chest, looking between the middle of my legs again. Pelvis is staying stable. As I exhale, I'm going to switch over and bring my opposite leg in, and then switch again. So leg is extending to 45 degrees as the opposite knee comes in. Breathing out. And bring both knees into your chest. Legs are squeezing together, hands down on the shins. We're going to move into a double arm and leg extension. As you exhale, the legs are going to reach away from the arms long and return the knees back in, hands back on the shins. Start off a little bit higher up to make it easier for yourself, depending on how strong your abdominals are feeling. Of course, you can go a little bit lower. Your body's going to be different every day. You can also add on a little arm variation here too. Exhaling out, circle the arms back in as the knees return. And alright. Next we're going to go into a single leg extension. So I'm going to straighten one leg at a time. Legs are hip width apart. Exhale, curl up. Hands go behind the knee, just on the calf, or a little bit higher if you've got tight hamstrings. As you exhale, you're going to hinge and lever your legs away. So keep looking between the middle of your legs to avoid neck strain. Breathe out. Again, higher legs, lighter lever, lower legs, heavier lever. Bring the legs back in and relax your head down. Gently roll your head from side to side, just to release any tension that may have built up. And if you wish to, you can also do some little leg circles too. Bring the knees into the chest, slowly circle them around in one direction, and then go in the other direction as well. Great. Next, we're going to do some sideline glute work. Today, we're going to lie down at the back of our mat. We're going to place your 2 feet together at the front of your mat. Your upper body is nice and long in a straight line. I've got lower arm out here, palm up to ceiling. And at the moment, my hip is hitched a little bit up towards my armpit. If I were walking down the street, my hips are not level. I'm going to consciously move that hip away. I may even have a little bit of a space underneath here now. So my hip bone's facing forwards towards you. We're going to start off with a single leg lift. I'm going to exhale and reach my leg long and return it back down. I'm trying to keep my hips level here. So I'm aiming for length with the leg rather than height. I could take it a lot higher, but I will start to hitch a little bit, so I'm not going to do that. Breathing out, you can even add a little ankle flex and slowly come back down, squeezing the thighs together. So breathing out and flex and drag it down. Let's do a couple more together. And one more before we start to add on some lovely fun variations for you. Développé next. We're going to slide the foot up to the knee. You're going to keep the top half of the leg nice and still here as you bend the knee to extend the leg out, and very slowly drag those inner thighs together as you resist to lower. Let's do a few more. So we slide and bend and return. 2 more. Slide, bend and return. You want to be feeling this here in your rear buttock cheek, okay? That's it. Good. You can even reverse the direction if you like. We might leave it there though, I think. We're going to do one more variation. Take your leg to hip height. Kneecap is facing forwards. You're going to start off with the leg slightly forward. As you exhale, you're going to extend it back. Bend the knee and cycle it forward. So you want to keep the leg at hip height here. You may find that you do roll a little bit more around the hips with this one. We're going to try and keep it to a minimum. So nice, smooth, steady movement. Really control it. Breathing out as you swing the leg back and cycle it forwards. And bring it down and relax. We will switch over and do the other side so that we're nice and even. Let's set ourselves up on our mat, second side. Feet together in front of you, so you've got a little bit of an angle there. Lower arm nice and long, palm up to ceiling, not forwards or back. Hips level. Alright, abdominals engaged. We're going to exhale to reach and lengthen and flex our ankle and really squeeze those inner thighs together as you resist to come down. Breathing out. That's it. Nice and steady does it. Notice if you're starting to speed up or slow down at any point. Sometimes in Pilates we start to speed up on the second side. I don't know what it is, but hey, just be mindful of it. That's it. Good. Let's add on our développé again. Remembering as we slide the leg up that we want to keep the top half of the leg nice and still. We're just bending at the knee joint, that's all. And dragging it back down. Really consciously trying to keep these hips nice and level. Just do a couple more. Relax the rest of your body. Oh, hello Mr. Glutes, how are you today? And relax. Let's go into our little bicycle swing. Bring the leg to roughly hip height. Kneecap facing forward. And we're going to exhale our straight leg back, bend our knee, and gently cycle it forward, stretching it out. There we go. Hopefully you've felt a little bit of glute activation on both sides doing this exercise. And reward you next with a glute stretch. So bring your legs back down and we're going to switch positions, coming onto our backs. Lie down and bring one heel to the thigh of the opposite leg. Place your hands underneath, just clasping the fingers together. Gently draw the knees in a little bit closer towards your chest. Relax your body. And breathe nice and deeply. Just enjoy the stretch because you've earned it. That's it. You feel the muscle relaxing and easing off. Bring it down and let's switch over and do the other side. Other heel to thigh. Draw the knees in, bring the hands underneath, fingers clasped, gently bringing your knees a little bit closer towards chest, just to a point where you feel a good stretch. Should feel nice. Okay. I've got a yoga block to support my head for the next exercise, but if you don't, you can simply put a jacket or a cushion or a pillow underneath your head. I'm just using it to keep my head and neck alignment in a nice, straight, comfortable line. But you're going to come onto your side, lower arm extended out in front of you, knees together in front of you, and feet just below the knees. Okay, draw this hip down again, consciously switch on here a little bit. We're going to keep these knees still and we're going to keep these hips still. Palms are starting off together. We're going to do some upper spinal rotation. As you exhale, you're going to rotate ribs around spine and allow the arm to move forwards. As you rotate back, you're going to breathe in, elbow up to ceiling, neck follows. Arm is going back, slightly above the shoulder, palm up to ceiling. Bend the elbow and exhale, going forward. So you might get a little bonus stretch behind the shoulder here. And one more. And bring it back down. Okay, we're going to switch over to the other end again, of course. Can't be uneven, can we? Alright, set yourself up side two. Get a nice head and neck alignment where you're comfortable. Bring your knees in front of you, feet below you, arms out to front. And again, keeping these hips and knees still, we're going to slowly rotate forwards. And then we're going to rotate ribs around spine, elbow goes up to ceiling, arm follows. Bend the elbow and slowly rotate forwards. And breathe in. And breathe out. And bring it back. We'll get rid of our little head support. We don't need it anymore. Okay, next we are going to come onto our tummies just to do a little bit of upper back extension and activate some upper back muscles. Coming down onto your tummy, you're going to have your arms down the side of your body. I'm going to tuck my pelvis slightly under. When I'm relaxed with my abdominals off, I'm slightly arched in my lower back. So I'm going to come slightly out of neutral, tucking it under, getting a bit more length in my upper back there. For this next exercise, my bottom rib cage bone will be staying glued to the mat. It's not going to come off, okay? We're going to practice with a few shoulder shrugs to begin with. Arms down the side of your body, palms facing inwards. So head down. We're simply going to breathe in to shrug shoulders to ears and exhale, shrug shoulders to toes. Notice how the palms of my hands are sliding up and down the thighs. I'm not bending my elbow. Loosening up any stiffness or tightness in my shoulders. I've got my scapula staying nice and wide, sliding up and down my upper back. Okay, let's add some back extension to it. Make sure you're still tucked under. Breathing in, shrug shoulders to ears. As you breathe out, shoulders go down to toes. You reach the crown of your head forwards to become slightly up. Control it down and relax. So we inhale, shrug, and exhale, slide. We've got our legs staying nice and relaxed. If you find that your glute muscles in your rear buttock cheeks are trying to help you out or they're tensing up at all, you might like to just give them a bit of a shake around, tell them to switch off, and tuck under again and do a few more. And one more. So I'm keeping the back of my neck nice and long and being careful not to throw the head back. No horses in Pilates, sorry. Okay, let's come into a cat stretch to release. Bring the feet together, knees out to the side, keep the tailbone down. You're going to walk the palms of your hands forward, just keeping arms shoulder width apart. Press the mat firmly down. And slowly come out of it. Okay, next we're going to do another little stretch. We're going to kneel facing forwards. You're going to push your thighs forwards, tuck that tailbone under, and bring your hands behind your head. Elbows are out to the side, shoulders are nice and relaxed. Very slowly, you're going to keep both knees evenly connected on the mat, quite challenging. Lengthen the spine and reach the top of your head towards the ceiling as you flex to the side, keeping the opposite kneecap down, and then you're going to very slowly do the same to the other side. Tuck under if you need to again, and lengthen the spine, go taller, flexing over. Let's do one more each side. It's quite hard to keep even pressure on the knees with this one. We're doing that to keep our hips level. We're going to add an arm on to do a few more. Reaching up and returning and switching over, and again breathe in and breathing out. Alright, let's do one more each side. That's it. And one more again. And return. Okay, we're going to move a little bit further up one end of our mat. Stay in your kneeling position. We're going to extend one leg out. You'll notice that my supporting leg is still straight. I've got feet going in funny directions. You want to have your foot in line with your knee and keep your hips facing forwards, not rotating back. Really need to engage here for this. So we're going to place our hand down on the mat, and we're going to fold over into a stretch to the mat and do the same. This is just a little preparation movement for what we're going to do next. So reposition yourself, hand down and stretch out. If you like, you can keep this movement and just stay down there for a long stretch, or I'm going to add a little bit of leg movement. So back to the first side, we'll take leg out. Let me just make sure you can still see me. So bring that hand down. You want to have it directly underneath your shoulder. Press the mat away from you and lengthen your arm out. Engaging your core. You're going to exhale to gently bring the foot off the mat and return. So breathing out, getting a nice stretch down the side as you're doing so. You can also add on a little arm variation as well by reaching the arm towards the leg, but the leg is never going higher than hip height. And bring it down and return. We're going to do the other side. So make sure your foot is in line with your knee. Make sure your hand is positioned correctly towards the end of the mat, not forwards. And again, you're welcome to, of course, either stay here and just enjoy the stretch. Otherwise, you're going to add on a little leg movement, even if you're just bringing the toes slightly off the mat. It doesn't have to be big. And return to come out of it. Okay, next we're going to do a little bit more spinal mobilization. If you've got tight hamstring muscles underneath your legs, of course you're very welcome to keep your legs crossed or use a yoga block or something else to put underneath your sit bones. Entirely up to you. Otherwise, you've got the option to have your legs straight. So small V, feet are just slightly wider than the hips. Arms are out in front, palms are down, a la zombie mode. Breathe in, stack the spine nice and tall. Relax the shoulders and exhale as you reach the whole body forwards and slowly restack the spine nice and tall. You should feel a little bit of a stretch behind the shoulders here with this one. If you've got tight hamstrings, you'll know about it in this position, so feel free to modify as I explained previously. One more. Bring your arms up nice and tall, hands behind head again, elbows wide. You can still do this one with crossed legs as well. You breathe in to rotate, keeping your hips facing forwards. As you exhale, you go towards the big toe. You slowly come back and face the middle of your V and go taller again. Breathe into the other side, keep the sit bone down, yes. Exhale forwards, slowly come back and in. We'll do one more each side. Breathe in and out. And control it back. And one more. And return. We're not done yet. Bring those legs together or keep them crossed if you prefer. Arms go up. Arms out to the side, palms down, fingertips reaching. We're going to breathe in nice and tall, squeeze the legs together if you've got them straight. Exhale, rotate ribs around spine and gently return. We're keeping the chin in line with the middle of the chest here. Exhale and return. Let's do a couple more each side. Breathe in and exhale and return, and one more and return. Give it a little bit of a shake. You should feel that in your arms and upper back a little bit as well. We'll go into side plank and then we're going to do some stretches. So come into a side lie position, sit side lie, knees in front, heels behind, lower arm is at a right angle, so you've got your palm, your elbow and your shoulder stacked. You don't want to have hands here. Lifted, no couch potato, up and strong. Please feel free to modify. If you want a bit more of a challenge, you can of course have straight legs or one slightly in front of the other, but I'm just going to keep it here for today. Arms starting underneath. As you exhale, you're going to press your hand into the mat and very slowly come up. I want you to resist as you come down. Breathing out, keep that arm in front of the shoulder joint and lower. Make sure you're staying nice and lifted and not starting to collapse here. One more. And return. Switching over again to the other side. We set our arm up, hand, elbow, shoulder, nice and lifted, hips level, and breathing out again. We're going up and resisting to come down. Let's do that a few more times again. Exhale up. Breathing out, abdominals on. I tend to look at my hand as I'm going up here, but obviously you can keep looking straight ahead as well. Good. Shake it all out. And we're coming into our 4-point kneel position next, where we have our hands below our shoulders and our knees below our hips. So we want to avoid this. We want to lift our abdominals, have a nice long back. You're going to push the mat away from you really firmly. We're going to do a little practice. We're going to slide left arm out, float it, return, and right arm. Let's practice one leg at a time. Slide it out. Exhale, reach it long, no higher than hip height. Bring it down and return, and other leg. Okay, check that the knees aren't starting to creep together. That's quite common. So keep them apart, and we're going to add on and do one arm and leg together. So right arm and left leg to begin with. Slide them out. Exhale, keep those abdominals lifted. Bring them back to the mat and slowly control them back in. We'll do a couple more each side. And return. When you're back in your 4-point kneeling position, feel free to tuck the pelvis under, lift the abdominals, arch the upper back. Press the hands into the mat and then slowly tilt the pelvis in the opposite direction, just to release. Okay, we're almost done. We're just going to finish off with a couple of nice stretches to complete our time together. So come to the back end of your mat, come to a kneeling position, and we will place right foot forwards. We want to make sure that our kneecap is facing forwards. Okay, next, we've got our feet hip width apart. We're going to tuck our tailbone under, which is going to give more length down the front of the hip and the thigh. As you exhale to lean forwards, you're going to make sure your front foot is in front of the knee, and you're going to enjoy a beautiful stretch down the back leg here, down the front of the thigh, maybe even into the hip. You can support yourself with same hand as front leg on thigh. Arm options, you can extend your arm forward, or if you like, you're welcome to place your fingers down on the mat. Whatever feels right for your body and gives you the optimal stretch, excellent. Let's slowly come out of your stretch and bring that foot back. We'll do the other side. This time the left foot goes forward. Kneecap always facing forwards, tuck under, exhale as you come into your stretch. So hand on thigh if you like, arm forward if you like. Breathing nice and deeply, of course. Please don't hold your breath. Makes it harder. Alright, if you like, bring those fingers down onto the mat as well. It's funny, sometimes when we're concentrating so hard, we hold our breath. Bring it back, and we'll do a standing calf stretch next. Using the length of your mat, 1 foot forwards. Again, feet are parallel, hip width apart. And place your heel firmly into the mat, straighten the back leg. Now imagine you've got a capital letter Z. You want to have your body the diagonal line of the Z. So press that back heel down, feel the stretch in the back of the calf belly. Hips square if you like, add some arms, or keep them on the hips, or just relaxed. Bring that foot forwards and we'll do the other side. And then we will come down and finish off with a few stretches, hand on head, hand on chest, gently tilting your neck to the side. You want to feel the stretch here down the side of the neck, keep this shoulder down. If you like, you can slowly rotate your head to look down. Slowly bring it back up. Slowly look up at the ceiling and slowly return. Press the hand down in the head as you gently control it out and switch sides. So other hand to head and breathing out, keeping that shoulder down here. If you like, again, looking down, slowly returning to look forwards and slowly looking up. It just moves the stretch around into different parts of the neck and slowly return and gently come out of it. You might like to finish off with a couple of little shoulder rolls, taking shoulders forward, up, back and down. Do a few forwards, other direction. Keep the arms nice and relaxed here. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed your Pilates class today with me. Good on you for allowing yourself some time. Thank you very much. Bye.